Well, Ashley, you certainly look comfortable today.
Well, you see, this morning, March 7th, was the annual Mother-Daughter Senior Girls Breakfast. We had breakfast this morning with our moms. It was wonderful. We had a wonderful guest speaker, Mrs. Debbie Davis. Thank you so much. And we had some awards and we closed out. Nothing quite like being so comfy all day.
Well, I would be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. As many of you know, spring break is nearly here. We had our very own Taylor Crook go out in the halls and ask students what their spring break plans are. Here's what they said.
So what are your guys' spring break plans?
I plan on going to Washington, D.C. and hopefully seeing Obama.
I'm going to the lake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So what are your spring break plans?
I'm going on a cruise, setting sail around the St. Kindred Islands.
So what are y'all's spring break plans?
I'm chilling on the beach in Panama City.
So what are y'all's spring break plans?
Going to Cozumel, Mexico with my friends.
So what are y'all's plans for spring break?
I'm going to Tampa and I'm going to lay on the beach for a week.
I'm going to go watch my boyfriend graduate from basic training.
So what are your spring break plans?
I'm going on a cruise to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands and Mexico.
And now it's time for sports with Hope and Tay.
How are the fields looking?
Girls basketball played Festus in their first round of districts on March 4th. They lost 59-51 to end their season. Jocelyn Keller made the 1,000 points club for girls basketball. Congrats, Joss.
Boys basketball beat Festus on March 4th, 86-83, and advanced to the next round of districts.
And we're balling out. St. Louis's left-hander Jaime Garcia is unlikely to be ready to pitch at the start of the season. General managers are ruling out that possibility. Garcia will be returning to Cardinals spring training after receiving a cortisone shot from Dr. Andrews. Hopefully that will be the end of his treatment.
On Friday, February 28th, General Manager Doug Armstrong for the St. Louis Blues announced the new Blues goaltender Ryan Miller and forward Steve Ott from the Buffalo Sabres. In exchange for these new Blues, we had to say our goodbyes to Halleck, Stewart, and Carrier. Miller and Ott joined the first Blues game on Sunday against the Phoenix Coyotes.
Thanks, Hope and Taylor.
Friday was just a jam-packed day with the Mother-Daughter Breakfast and the Messengers Chapel. The theme for chapel this time was trusting in God. The Messengers took the story of the servant Job and put a modern twist on it.
Job, played by Matthew Dowdy, went from having everything in life to losing it all in an instant, but still remained loyal to God. Since he stayed loyal to God throughout all the trials Satan put on him, he was rewarded with twice what he had in the beginning of the story. Here's a short clip.
You know, be ashamed of kabam! I just went to this restaurant and they gave me this stuff that I think is raw fish. You gotta help me. I felt like I was gonna die. I think I need to pay off like what I did to him in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, I think it's just a stomach ache, so just take it. Well, now looking at this, you may have mad fish disease.
What? Mom, Dad! What's wrong, buddy? Everyone hates me. I'm tired and I think I gotta do this. I don't know what to do. We're gonna be here. The wind up. The pitch! I don't know. How could you? I don't want it. This is your fault!
And now it's time for
Real World News.
On Tuesday, March 4th, the biggest meth bust in Missouri took place in Mountain Grove. 95 meth labs were found during a drug raid. Most of the substances that were found were bottles full of chemicals. People use these bottles to make meth by using the shake and bake method. There were at least 4 men arrested. The police found a girl almost 2 years old with one of the men. The girl was taken away and given to state social workers.
Rachel Canning from Lincoln Park, New Jersey, has recently accused her parents of kicking her out of the house when she turned 18 and refusing to pay for her private high school and college education. She asked a court to have her parents pay the tuition for her high school, her living arrangements, and transportation expenses for the future, and to pay her legal bills. On Tuesday, the judge denied her request for high school tuition and current living expenses, and another hearing is scheduled for April to deal with her college costs. Her parents are arguing that they have never said she is to leave their home, but instead she left on their own in October by refusing to follow family rules. There have been several allegations made against Rachel, such as missing her curfews, suspensions from school, an unapproved boyfriend, and Rachel's parents abusing her. Stay tuned for more information on this New Jersey teen.
Thanks again for watching.
And don't forget to stay golden, Lutheran South.